Well, I can think of no better partners when we talk about health and wellness, and been here for a long time. And Dr. DeVecchio, I always call him Dr. D. DeVecchio did a fine job of explaining that himself. But when you think about health and wellness in our area, it's not just going to the doctor. It's about doing those things together as a community for that civic engagement and getting involved with one another and coming together. So I think it's a perfect partner. Of course, this was open to everybody, right? There's a lot of folks out there wanting to be the top sponsor for the Macon Amphitheater, and they were the ones that came out victorious. So we're excited about them being a partner. We think they bring a lot to the amphitheater, and certainly going to be great exposure for not only for them as a business, but for Macon-Bibb County as well.
Talk about some of that buzz. Do we, as the public, do we truly understand the buzz that is behind this place?
Well, I think people are starting to understand that. Just over a year ago, I could hear a lot of negative comments, and people wasn't so sure it was going to happen. But today, I think the tide's turning. Probably most of the comments are positive. Everywhere I go in the state of Georgia, they're asking about the amphitheater, when it's going to open, how do they get tickets, and certainly they realize we got 5,500 paved parking spaces here. And you'll be able to get right there to the front door in a very short period of time. Going to be a safe and secure place for all people to enjoy, and we're going to have some local acts, we're going to have some state acts and some national acts. So we're excited about releasing the other 20-something acts this year. I'm certainly going to be as many of them as I can be at.
Admittedly, I drove by for the first time in a couple of months, one night a weekend ago, and I looked over and you could see the awning in the air, and I was like, oh, that changed the look of this side of town. Talk about that.
Well, it does. It changed. People in this side of town like, wow, they really care about us. It's something that we can be proud of. I came out here the other night and the lights were on. That's the first time I've seen those on myself. It's a great sight. What people don't understand is that big awning you see, that's an M, right? That M has about 5,000 seats under there. There'll be fixed seats or seats that can be portable. The lawn is not all we have, even though you can feed a lot of people out there. So in the next 30, 40 days, you'll have all those seats in. We'll start the process of having our first act, and we're excited about it. And I think people they're gonna come out in droves.
This was, I guess, a bucket list item for you. How often are you over here just getting a glance at it?
Well, they don't let me in too much because I may change something, but I drive by here. I live in Mizell. I drive down Eisenhower each and every day to and from work, so I'm here every day watching the progress. You can also go online too and watch it, and can't wait to see the time lapse on this thing when we finally cut the ribbon. I think it's going to be great. But I'm watching the improvements, and we're ahead of schedule, so I'm looking forward to opening up very soon.
How did the partnership come about, and as you look to the future, how do you envision this partnership growing?
Well, I think with any venture like this right here, it's a very competitive process, and the people who are most interested in have a lot to bring to the table usually rise to the top. So Atrium Health is a great partner in Macon-Bibb County. We look forward to a long-term commitment from them. It's going to grow Macon a lot. Like I said, it's not just about Macon, Middle Georgia, the entire state. We're getting calls from the Southeast United States about acts that's coming up and wanting to be a part of it. Other folks that own amphitheaters in other states are coming here to visit, so I think that says a lot about the competitiveness of the process. But it's going to bring this area up because what you're going to see is the next phase of this development here very soon. New restaurants, new retail, new activity, and just a few months down the road, we'll be opening up all the governmental offices inside the mall, and that's coming along nicely. And we got, of course, the elections coming up in March for the primaries for the presidential race. And then all the local elections will be in May, so you'll get a chance to see the Board of Elections. So everything's starting to come together nicely.
Now, I did ask Dr. D, I'm going to ask you your favorite act. Who are you looking forward to seeing?
Well, all of them. I can't have a favorite act, so I like all genres of music. So, certainly Southern Rock, we're here in Macon, right? And we're going to see some of those. But I'm really looking to some of those local acts that are getting their start here, because what I want to do is see them in a couple of years down the road, and they'll be that big act, right? So I want to see the local guy or girl have their performance here, open it up for another act, and then come back several years. I think about we were somewhere the other day, and we saw Riley Green at the Bragg Jam, right? Now Riley Green's going to sell this place out. It's going to be the largest act at the time he probably takes the stage that we've had in Macon since Elvis, right? So I think, I want to see the guys kind of move up through the ranks, and I'm certainly excited about promoting some local artists as well.
How does all of this make you feel?
It makes me feel proud to be a Maconite, right? Lived here all my life now, 55 years. We're excited about it, and people are jumping on board. And this is just, one part of what Macon is. You're going to see people come together. You're going to see people fellowship. You're going to see some other unique activities at this amphitheater that we haven't announced yet. So I think it's going to be something that we all can come together and be proud about. Good. Thank y'all.
Thank you, sir.